Number 1 says find the value of each of the following in its simplest form. There are 3 parts. The first one is 1/3 divided by 4. So we are going to take a tape diagram and split it into a third. And then each third needs to be split into 4 equal parts. So, one of these sections, because we split it into 4 parts, is 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the answer to this is 1/12. And the way that we're going to show that is by flipping the second fraction and multiplying. So we flip 4 and turn it into 1/4. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 4 is 12. Now moving on to part B of number 1. B says 2/5 divided by 4. So we need to have this split into 5 parts. And each of these gets split into 4 sections. So we have this one gets 1 part and this one gets 1 part, because we're going to take 1 section out of each of those 2 parts. So I have 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Or that can be reduced to 1/10. Because they both have a factor of 2 in them. The way we can show this is by flipping and multiplying the second one. Then we have 2 on the top, and 5 times 4 is 20. 2 goes into 2 1 time, and 2 goes into 20 10 times. Now for part C. Part C says 4/7 divided by 4. So we need 7 sections. This one might need to be a little bit longer. And then each of those gets split into 4 parts. But first we need to make sure that we label our section. We need 4/7, so 4 out of the 7. Then split them into 4 parts. So we need 1 from each of those 4. And that would be 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 4 goes into 4 1 time, and 4 goes into 28 7 times. So this is our answer. And again, we can check and make sure by flipping that second fraction over. 4 times 1 is 4. 7 times 4 is 28. And just like before, it reduces to 1/7. Now from here on out for number 2 and number 3, if you don't need the diagram anymore and you can just use the flip and multiply technique, go right ahead and do that. I'm going to continue showing the diagram for at least the first one. 2a has 2/5 divided by 3. So we're going to split this one into 5 sections, and we're going to take 2 of those sections to represent the 2/5, and we're splitting it into 3 parts. Then we need 1 from each of those 2. So I have 2. And since there was 5 parts and we split them into 3, that's 15. If we're going to write the multiplication expression, we flip that second number over. 2 times 1 is 2. 5 times 3 is 15. Number 2b is 5/6 divided by 5. We leave the first fraction, change it to multiplication, and flip the second fraction. 5 times 1 is 5. 6 times 5 is 30. But those both have a common factor of 5. 5 goes into 5 1 time, and 5 goes into 30 6 times. So after reducing, we get 1/6. 2c is 5/8 divided by 10. Remember, we can change it to multiplication, and then we just flip that fraction over. 5 times 1 is 5. 8 times 10 is 80. Those both have a factor of 5. 5 goes into 5 once, and 5 goes into 80 16 times. So there's 2c, excuse me. 3a. 6/7 divided by 3 is the same as 6/7 times 1/3. 6 times 1 on the top gives us 6. 7 times 3 on the bottom is 21. 6 doesn't go into 21, but 3 can go into both of them. 3 goes into 6 twice, and 3 goes into 21 7 times. 3b. We only flip the second one. 10 times 1 is 10. 8 times 5 is 40. Both of those can be divided by 10. 10 goes into 10 once, and 10 goes into 40 4 times. Now for 3c. Only flip the second one. 20 times 1 is 20. 6 times 2 is 12. 4 can go into both of these. 4 times 5 makes 20, and 4 times 3 makes 12. This is an improper fraction. 3 fits into 5 once, with 2 left over. Now for number 4. 4 says that 4 loads of stone weighing 2/3 of a ton. Find the weight of 1 load of stone. So we're going to split the weight of that set of 4 into 4 equal parts to split those 4 loads up into 1 load pieces. Flip the second number and multiply. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 goes into both of these because it is even. 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 12 6 times. So how much does 1 load weigh? 1/6 of a ton.